Okay, so today we're going to answer the question, is the new backdash and experimental Brawlhalla a good change? Let's play some online games, let's have some fun, and we'll see what the gameplay looks like. Okay, we got a diamond player immediately. I think the change, it feels really nice, but how it's going to be optimally used to win neutral is definitely a conversation that will take a lot of time to answer. I don't want to build up develop, like, I don't want to have too much of the habit of using it, so I gotta be pretty careful. Well, this guy's not bad. You know what, first game on, we've got excuses for being bad. Ooh. No, what? There we go. I need to turn player names on. I turned them off for thumbnails. Ah. What? This guy is really sweating. Am I sure this isn't like ranked? No, there's gadgets on. I was like, wait, what the? Okay. Let's not lose this. This guy's like kind of sweating. Wow, he fully read that. GG's, bro. Deserved it. That's unfortunate. I did a whole video not losing an experimental, then the first game on today we lose. GG's, bro. That's like, not lose. Losing sucks. Especially in experimental, and I'm not supposed to lose. Actually losing again, what is happening? Almost. This is a crazy input because you can move backwards while staring. Kind of see it. That's a crazy option. Look at this. Look at this. I got full steer on it too. Bye. Hey, why is this sweaty? I hit 670. Oh my god, yeah, look at this. You see how much you're like able to move backwards with it? I guess you're able to do it with a dash jump too. Just a bit more control. Oh, you missed the true combo, you're trash. Unpunishable. Go low. Was it bad, sir? It's not as good on like bow. Dead. Oh, I lied. Let it rip. There we go. Let it rip. Let it rip. Yeah, you just kind of go forward with it, so it's a bit different on gauntlets. That was bad. Dodge that. Come up, come up, come up. Pop! I almost popped that pimple. You're dead. Why'd you disconnect? You played one stock. That's not fun. Let's get it. That sword is sick on the Hattori skin. That is some good drip. I'm not gonna lie. That's nice. You saw nothing. Oh, that would've been sick. Okay, it's still kind of sick. I know the read, I just don't play side. God, I know you're dodging down. This is not fun. Greed. Greed got you killed. Greed. Pure greed. You're a greedy... The Dark Destroyer. It's Drax. This guy's crazy. He's crazy. What a crazy guy. Wow. What? Why am I doing that today? I'm actually inting. I don't know what's up today. I don't know if I'm like tired or something. Bye. I shouldn't have dared. Peace. I'm just going for cheese. Whack. 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 I could have killed you with side lights here, but decided not to. Let's get it, Weeper. Hey, it's a bad after.
3, 2,
TMNT stage. Let's go. Weapon spawn is so high up. Wow. I killed. You don't know the combos. I'm moving. Catch. He caught it, which is nice. And then I got follow up. Nice. Getting more warmed up. Let's get it. Let's get it, Bryn. It's cannon time.
2, 1.
It is really funny seeing people sweat. They all just want that screenshot. Yeah, that was dumb. Can't force stuff to happen. Cannon. Bye. GG's. Nash, let's go. But yeah, about this change. So far, I'm liking it. It's a lot of dashing, so it's like a lot more. You're pressing buttons more. This guy's not so bad. Yeah, we're starting to get the same people. It's like the max MMR. So yeah, it's a lot of pressing more buttons. Like you're pressing the dash way more than before, which isn't a bad or good thing. It just makes it a bit more of a dash fest, which if you're a fan of that, then sure. It definitely makes dashing feel better. Does it make the game more fun? Probably, but maybe not for competitive. It's a bit hard to tell. It's a bit hard to see like what would like really competitive gameplay even look like, kind of. It's going to take a lot of time. People aren't even close to optimizing this. Current pros are not even close. Like, there's just so much to unpack and just new things that weren't possible before that, like, the pros and cons of them all have not been discovered. And, like, let's say there's one thing that is too broken. Counterplay hasn't been discovered. Like, it might not be that broken. It might be like a good strategy for people that don't know what they're doing. Like, let's say when Dash first came out back in 2017, I'm gonna give you guys a history lesson. I used to spam Dash stance, really spammed it. I'd be like, and this is back like 2018. I really used it between just like neutral and everything. And back then, people didn't really know what to do with it. But as the years progressed, it was like getting more punishable. People can kind of predict it. It wasn't an optimal way to play neutral. And the same thing's going to happen with this, where there's going to be things that people do. They're going to develop habits that aren't even bad habits because the good ones haven't been discovered yet. And like, what's the best, you know? It could be years before like what optimal gameplay we know looks like. We do know the current Brawlhalla works. So it's a big risk adding something like this, and I'm willing to admit that. But I still believe it feels right for the game, but I think some more balance could be necessary in the future if competitive play is going into a state that we don't like. The question is, do we add this, you know, this year or like after BCX? I don't think there's a right answer. It's kind of it's interesting. Like, should this be graduated this summer or wait? I know like it feels nice to play with, but we don't know its impacts on competitive. So that is a valid question that I quite frankly don't know the answer to. I think it's a risk adding this into competitive for this year. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's good to add this into the game, but being in for BCX and then having time to adjust it if someone comes up with some broken strategy that has no counterplay, like let's say there's a 5% chance of that happening. Are we willing to take the 5% risk? Maybe. It's just hard to tell. It completely changes the balance of the game. Like, things are different forever when they add this. Would definitely like you guys to let me know down below in the comments. Do you think this new backdash should get added before BCX? My honest opinion, I think they should add it. But if they're gonna add it, it's gotta be as early as possible, like right after Valencia or Summer Champs or whatever. I think it's good for the game, but at the same time, I definitely think this BCX will be very interesting, and something wrong can happen. But I think adding stuff like this will make the game more exciting, and it's more fun to play. That's just my opinion. It's definitely like, it feels better. It feels like this is how the game should be, where it's like you're able to use all the options. It's just going to take some time to balance it from here. I think it's the right idea. I think it's the right move, but it's a big one. And I can understand a lot of pros and cons to both sides. I also think adding this for BCX, if things go right, it is the most interesting BCX ever. Anyone can win, and this is a huge opportunity for people to like get good at the game. Like, it's very interesting. But it definitely makes the game more like movement skill based over time. It's definitely a bit of a mash fest when pros and players don't know what's optimal. People can just spam it, but I think there's strategy to this. I think there's a huge skill gap potential, and like how many movement options there are, which ones are optimal, which ones aren't optimal. There's so much to be explored still, and the stuff that was optimal before is not optimal anymore. It also creates like micro balance stuff. I don't know if you've seen like Hardy on Twitter, but you can now, like, that's with the current dash, you can like snap out of greatsword combos. They could just make them tighter, and then that would kind of balance them, but it's just slippery slope to broken. Bye. That's kind of it for this video. Sorry for losing that one experimental game. I'm calling that a warm-up game. That was a fluke. I didn't lose any games after that, and they got easier and easier. I'm trash. I get it. I'm sorry, guys. I lost. Thanks for watching this video. Again, let me know your thoughts down below. I think it's a very interesting topic, and I'll see you guys all later. Take care.